Hey friends, Miss Cassie here with Solon Public Library's Digital Storytime. This month we're talking all about outer space, and this week we are going to talk about stars. But first we need to sing our welcome song, and we need to get our clapping hands ready. So we're going to wiggle our fingers and shake our hands and rub them together really fast, really fast, really fast, and put them on our knees. Okay, here we go. If you wanna read a book, clap your hands. If you wanna read a book, clap your hands. If you wanna read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you wanna read a book, clap your hands. All right, what do we do after we clap our hands? That's right, we stomp our feet. If you wanna read a book, stomp your feet. If you wanna read a book, stomp your feet. If you wanna read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you wanna read a book, stomp your feet. All right, what do we do after we stomp our feet? That's right, we twirl around. If you wanna read a book, twirl around. If you wanna read a book, twirl around. If you wanna read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you wanna read a book, twirl around. All right, for our last verse, we're gonna be as quiet as we can, and we're gonna whisper, hooray. If you wanna read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. If you wanna read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. If you wanna read a book, have a seat and take a look. If you wanna read a book, whisper hooray, hooray. Our theme song this month is Solar System in Motion. And we use 3 American Sign Language signs as we sing this song. The first one is the sign for Earth. So one hand is flat like the ground, the other hand, your thumb and your middle finger come down and wiggle on top. Earth, Earth. Our next sign is the moon, and we make a C shape or a crescent shape, and we bring it to our temple. Moon, moon. And our last sign is the sun. We take all of our fingers and we have them touch our thumb, and then we put it up here. Sun, sun, just like the sun's rays shining on our faces. All right, here we go. The earth turns around, the earth turns around. Once a day, every day, the earth turns around. The moon goes round the earth, the moon goes round the earth. Once a month, every month, the moon goes round the earth. The earth goes round the sun, the earth goes round the sun. Once a year, every year, the earth goes round the sun. Yay! Our first book today is called 100 Billion Trillion Stars, and it's written by Seth Fishman and illustrated by Isabel Greenberg. Now, this book has a ton of numbers in it, and we are not going to even read every page because there are so many numbers, it's kind of overwhelming. But if you want to check this book out from the library or buy it from a local bookstore, then you can get a closer look at all of the numbers in this book. Here we go. Let me tell you a secret. The sun is just a star. Did you know that? Yeah. The sun isn't a planet, it's a star. And there are maybe 100 billion trillion stars. Look at all the zeros in that number. That's so many zeros. Circling around our star is a planet that is blue and green. Do you know what the name of the planet is that's blue and green? That's right, it is Earth. And it's blue because it's covered by 370 billion gallons of water. And green because it's covered in 3 trillion trees. Oh, that's a lot. On the other side of the planet, where the sun isn't shining, you can see bright lights just like little stars all over its surface. Those are the lights that come from 2,500,000 cities and towns and villages filled with people. Some even reading books, just like you. Now, 240,000 miles is about 10 times around the Earth. So if you were to go around and around and around, you would go 10 times. Or almost 420 million ewes. Or dogs, or smallish snakes, or guitars, or baseball bats, lined up from head to foot. That would be fun if we measured things by guitars or baseball bats, right? You could say, I am 1 guitar tall, or maybe 1.5 guitars tall. Now, take a deep breath and hold it for 5 seconds. Ready? We'll do it again. Now, just do that 6,307,200 more times, and you'll be 1 year older. Or don't. You'll be 1 year older in 31,536,000 seconds anyway. The entire world is filled with crazy numbers, built one on top of the other, making the world whole and complete. And look, you can see there's all of these different numbers. So things like the average person walks something like 100,000 miles in their lifetime, or the equivalent of 5 times around the world. Or the tallest building in the world is 2,722 feet tall, and it's in Dubai. That's in Asia. Or only 546 people have been in space. And the longest time a person has spent in space at one time is 437 days. That's more than 1 whole year in outer space. By the time you're done reading this book, almost every single number in it will have changed, getting bigger or smaller right before your eyes. Even the number of stars. Can I tell you one more secret? About something you can find somewhere among the stars? There is only one of you right here, right now, reading this book. The end. Isn't that cool to think about? All of the amounts of things in our world that make it what it is, including you. All right, friends, we are going to use our whole bodies for this next rhyme called Bend and Stretch. You can do it standing up and using your whole body, or you can do it sitting in your chair like me and still use your whole body. So here we go. Bend down, and stretch. Reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter, and here comes Mars. Bend and stretch. Reach for the sky. Stand on tippy toe. Oh, so high. Yay! All right, friends. We have some mixed up planets here, and we need to reunite them. We need to put them back together. And I need your help to do that. Will you help me? Oh, good. So we're going to start with the very first planet in our solar system, the closest one to the sun, which is Mercury. So here we have little Mercury, and we're looking for the other half of this planet. So let's take a look. So it looks like in this picture, Mercury is reddish brown. It's maybe got some yellow stripes. So we're looking for a planet that is the same. So let's see, is this planet a match? Are they the same color? No, this planet is blue, and it looks a little bigger. This planet is Neptune, so that's not a match. What about this planet? They look about the same size, but are they the same color? Nope, this planet is Venus. Let's see, what about this planet? Do these match? They do. They're the same color and the same size, and they are each two halves of the planet Mercury, the very first planet close to the sun. The next planet close to the sun is Venus, and this planet is kind of a beige color in this picture. So let's see if we can find a match. Do these planets match? No, they don't. They're different sizes, right? And different colors. This planet is planet Earth. That's where we live. So not quite a match. Let's see. What about this planet? Is this a match? No, this planet is so much bigger, and it has reddish stripes in it. This planet is Jupiter. Not a match. Let's see, what about this planet? Does this match? Yes, it does. These are two halves of the planet Venus. They're the same size and the same color. So there we go, Venus. The next planet close to our sun is the one that we live on, planet Earth. So we're looking for a planet that is blue and green. And remember, it's blue and green because of our oceans and our forests. So we're looking for another blue and green planet. Let's see. Is this planet a match? No, this planet is purple and has rings around it. This is the planet Saturn. Not a match. What about this planet? Are they a match? No, this planet is small and red. It's called Mars. Let's see, what about this planet? Is this a match? Yes, it is. It's two halves of the planet Earth, blue and green from our forests and oceans. That's where we live. All right, the next planet in orbit around our sun is this one, Mars. It is a small red planet. Let's try to find a match. Let's see, is this a match? Not quite. This planet is blue and green with a sideways ring around it. This planet is called Uranus. Not a match. What about this planet? Is this a match? No, this planet is purple and it also has rings around it. This planet is Saturn, not a match. What about this planet? Do they match? They do. These are two halves of the planet Mars, the small red planet next in line orbiting around our sun. Okay. Next we have Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is a big gaseous planet, and it has lots of colors. It has yellow and red and orange. Do you think we can find a match? Let's see. Is this a match? Nope. This other planet is smaller and blue. It is Neptune. That's not the other half of Jupiter. What about this planet? Do these match? No, they don't match. This planet is smaller with rings around it and blue and green. This planet is Uranus. What about this planet? Is this a match? Yes, it is. They're the same colors and the same size. This is 2 halves of the planet Jupiter. Now let's see, what planet is after Jupiter? That's right. It is this planet, Saturn. Now Saturn is another big gas giant, and it has rings around it, and it's purple and kind of beige. Let's see if we can find a match. Let's see. Is this a match? Not quite. This planet is smaller and blue. It is Neptune. What about this planet? Is this a match? Not quite. This planet is bluish green and it has rings, but they're going the other way. That's Uranus. Let's see, is this a match? It is. This is 2 halves of the planet Saturn. Okay, oh, we're running out of space on our board, aren't we? Let's see if we can scoot these up a little bit. Okay. We've got 2 more planets left. Let's see if we can match them up. So next is Uranus, and it is blue-green, and it has sideways rings. So let's see, is this a match? Not quite. This planet is blue with no rings. It's Neptune. But what about this one? Is this a match? It is. The blue-green color and the matching sideways rings. That is Uranus. Let's see, we'll put Uranus over here. And then our last planet that we have left is blue. It's called Neptune. And let's see, is our last card match? It does. 2 halves of the planet Neptune. And there we go. We have all of our 8 planets around the sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 planets in our solar system. Good matching, friends. Thanks for your help. Our last book today is called Stars, 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 and it's written and illustrated by Bob Barner. Stars, stars, stars. I want to see planets and stars. Bright stars twinkling above city lights, distant planets glowing over black country nights. Constellations that take shape when I connect them with lines. Milky Way stars shining 200 billion times. The sun that burns with golden light. Hot planet Mercury turning slowly in the night. Hey, Mercury, right? We learned about that planet. Venus, the evening star, first planet to shine in the twilight sky. Look, here's Venus. Did you know that you can see the planet Venus in the sky at night? It's true. Blue-green Earth with the dusty moon orbiting by. Stormy Mars glowing red in the vastness of space. Giant planet Jupiter moving with grace. Saturn circled by rings and Uranus spinning on its side. Windy Neptune and tiny Pluto orbiting wide. Pluto used to be considered a full planet, just like these ones, but now we call it a dwarf planet, and we count it separately. It's sort of in between meteors and planets. It's a dwarf planet. Shooting stars, streaking tails of sparkling light. The Big Dipper holding a scoop of the night. Stars, stars, stars. I want to see planets and stars tonight. And at the end of the book, there's more information about our star, the sun, and the other planets in our solar system. And you can read more about them at the end of this book if you'd like, if you check it out, or if you buy it from your local bookstore. All right, friends, it's the end of our story time this week. But before we sing our goodbye song, we want to say a special thank you to the Solon Centennial Lions Club who sponsored all of our story times this month. The Solon Centennial Lions Club is a community-based club that's been serving Solon for the past 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Lions are kind and generous people who want to help, which is why they work on projects to improve our community and protect the environment, including child eye screenings to see if you need glasses to help you see and learn, youth diabetes books donations, and you can find some of those here in our library, the Solon Christmas tree walk, and more. The Lions' next big event will be a bicycle decoration and bike parade at the Solon Fall Fest on Saturday, October 23rd. There's a trunk or treat that night too, and the library will be there as well. And this month's Library Storytime sponsorship is in memory of one of their members' fathers, Frank Coonan. So thank you, Solon Centennial Lions, for your support of this story time this month. And now it's time for our goodbye song. We read a book and we played a game and we sang a song together. We read a book and we played a game. We had a fun adventure. Now go read a book and go play a game and sing a little tune. Go read a book and go play a game. We'll see you back here soon. See you next time, friends. Bye.